The Catholic priest and these Muslim women belong to the same community of Madi in Yumbe district, northern Uganda. 2 years ago, they could not interact this freely due to the religious and tribal conflicts that existed in this district. Although they are of the same tribe, religion was a major line of conflict among members of this community. But thanks to a project initiated by leaders from both faiths to promote interfaith and intercultural collaboration for peaceful coexistence among youths who were at risk of extremism radicalization.
These conflicts are historical in nature. They started in late 1970s, but we are thankful that right now the Muslims and the non-Muslims do coexist, and that is majorly because the top religious leaders have come together and they do everything socio-economic and political together.
Targeting the youth who could easily spark off a volatile situation, religious leaders from both the Islamic and Christian clergy employed faith-based justice and peaceful conflict resolution approaches to realize the current coexistence.
In the project we implemented with Uganda Joint Christian Council, it aimed at promoting peaceful coexistence among communities, specifically targeting the youth in Yumbe district. The project was in 2 sub-counties in Yumbe Town Council and Kululu, and the project focused mainly on the youth because the youth were at risk of radicalization, and then the youth were out of school, so most of them were idle and did not have what to do and would engage in radical and violent activities. One of the reasons why we came to Yumbe district was a baseline survey that was conducted, and a number of issues were discovered. One of them was the wrangles amongst communities, which were as a result of the faith, the different faiths. Yumbe being a dominantly Muslim community, they had issues with the other faith. Then there are also issues of culture, where there were wrangles between the Aringa, who are the dominant, and the Lukbar. So that partly also made us intervene in the community, mainly to promote peaceful coexistence among the communities.
The close partnership and collaboration between leaders from the two faiths enabled their respective faithfuls to embrace a culture of not only tolerance but also cooperation in establishing and maintaining key community infrastructure. These included water and energy sources. Teams of community-owned resource persons, referred to as COPs, were trained to impact the community with social skills that would lead them to put aside their religious and tribal differences.
I'm so grateful for UJCC and Muslim Center for Justice and Law for what they have brought in Yumbe district. Those days our people were barbaric, but since UJCC came in and the Muslim Center for Justice and Law came in, so we have become as one people. These days we stay as one people. We love each other, and we don't do things as it was before, regardless of tribe, what, but this time we stay as one.
The Muslims, Christians and Protestants were violating each other. They didn't want to hear from others, like Christians, like Catholics were not hearing from Muslims. The Muslims were not hearing views from the Christians. So when we went down to them, in our dialogue, sharing with them, we had to bring them together, telling them, teaching them that we are to stay together, we are to stay like brothers and sisters, we are not to violate each other. So that was how we came up with making peace in the community.
Yumbe also hosts a big population of refugees, mostly from South Sudan. Coincidentally, these are from the same tribe with the Ugandan communities in Yumbe. This way, they have been easily accepted and involved in social activities, and it may be difficult to distinguish them with members of the host community.
We are sharing the same market here. During market days, you find third of the population is refugees. They come here. On Saturday, you see very many refugees here coming to buy their local things, and others, we pray together with the others here and so on.
Iko mingi, tunacheza mpira pamoja nao, wengine pia iko ni player yetu, tunaita hao. Katimu yetu kama wanakuja hapa, wanapata 5 iko refugees.
Sports has been a key uniting factor among the youths in Yumbe. The people in this small cosmopolitan belong to various tribes and cultures. These include the Lukbara, Madi, and Aringa, living in the villages and townships of Lomunga, Ojinga, Meroba, Komber, Arunga, Bileu, Erugui, and Charanga.
Mchezo hii anasaidia sisi, alikuwa tunakaa hivi bila kufanya kazi, alikuwa sisi iko idle, tunakula marungi, watoto walikuwa naiba vitu ya watu. Namna programu ya nakuja, programu UCC na UMMCJ. Pia sisi sana ajile alikuwa Christian na Muslim. Unajua nyuma huko walikuwa watu hapana kaa mzuri. Anaweza ku Christian anakaa peke yake, Muslim anakaa peke yake. Lakini namna hiyo tunaanza kufomu hiyo klabu ama programu wakati mnakuja hapa tunasema yote sisi ko watu nini, watu moja.
I start to organize that tournaments at the village level. From there, people say, maybe this man come with a lot of with the change, so it needs that let us try to see what he is now doing and let us give support. And I personally, at that time, they were being given some amount like 100,000 as our transporter fund, and I came and used that money. I just say that any winner for this tournament will get 10,000, and those people they just playing that match vividly and very cooperatively, and many people they just now involve themselves there.
When we looked at all this, we were able to say that if we don't help our youth, surely they will get spoiled. So slowly we started engaging them in certain activities. One of the activities we engaged them was football. At the parish level, we had football for faith-based organizations, for Catholic Church, for Anglican, and for Muslim. We were playing it at Federico's.
Besides building capacity for the population to coexist and benefit from each other, the project has changed the lives of many youths who would have otherwise resorted to extreme lives of drug abuse and vulnerability to being lured into armed rebellion that was experienced for a long time in this part of Uganda.
Before this program, ladies were only the issues which we are thinking. I left them, and then laziness, I changed from laziness immediately. That's why I managed to come with my projects. I laid 5,000 bricks, of which my mother was also supporting me. Then in 2019 again, I did some bit of farming, vegetables.
As this project comes to a close, the community can now look back with relief and pride at what they have achieved. These include inclusive participation that has promoted social cohesion now that they are aware and appreciate their cultural, religious, and ethnic diversity.
Now there is positive attitude that people should be together and they should really show oneness. there is also promotion of peace. People have seen there is peace and harmonious coexistence. They work together, they eat together, they move together. When it's a burial, they really help one another. An indicator that really the project for reaching diversity has really done a great work, which was in partnership with the Face to Action Network, funded by European Union.
When UGCC came in, it brought us unity. It brought us how we can come up together with the leaders as leaders. Now this thing made us as leaders to come together, the Anglican Church, the Catholic Church, and the Muslim. These people came together, and then we were joined together by the UGCC that has really united us. Now, as these members whom we are serving with, now saw us to come in together every time when they will see card, they will see me, they will see Father Andama, who is a pastor to Catholic Church. Now from there, these people now began to see, and then began to ask each other, what's happening, that these leaders are coming together. Now since as leaders that were together, now there was also a point that the members, because from there we went back to our members whom we were serving with. Now they were telling them that we are not to be fighting each other, we are not different, we have to be together. Though we are serving differently, but we have to serve in love, because God we are serving is a God who loves.
Despite its success, the implementation of this project has also encountered several challenges. But the achievements outweigh the challenges. In order to ensure continuity of the interfaith and intercultural coexistence, the religious and cultural leaders point out the religious, cultural, and local government structures that should be supported by government. This will provide for technical and financial sustainability, and at all times include the youths to directly participate right from needs assessment to implementation and monitoring.
As Christians, we are very few. According to percentage, we are 22% of the total population of the district. Yes, Yumbe has a total population of Christians like 170,000, but the rest of the population is of Muslim. So with the dialogue meetings we had, they started understanding other religions, and Kadi himself will call me to go and talk in the mosque. So when I go and talk to them, they will feel happy. The district also started engaging us in certain programs of family planning, programs of maternal health, programs of gender-based violence. So with that, we were able to reach to many communities, because they took us to all the sub-counties to talk about maternal health, family planning, and gender-based violence. So in that, we try to bring the issue of peace.
UGCC came up with the activities. One of the activities was to bring together the youths, because we targeted the youths who are the key element. So from there, we brought the youths on the board to play. We joined teams for the footballs, netballs, and what have you there. They will do activities together and a drama and everything. So now these youths began saying, no, we're not different, of course, now from here. They now began uniting with us as the Anglicans, and as the Roman Catholic members, and also the Muslims. The situation now, as I talk, it is calm, and then we are free. There is no violence among the Muslims and the Christians. From various departments, from various areas, there has been no problem now.
But most importantly, there has been a unifying force brought about by an organization, joint Christian-Muslim organization, that came up with a unifying situation where the youth here were selected. Some were from the Christian side, others were Muslim side. They were taken and trained, and then from the training they got They were able to sensitize the community. They were able to carry out dialogues. They were able to do sensitization together, and that thing generally tried to improve on the conditions of conflicts in the district.
The CREED project has been implemented by Uganda Joint Christian Council, the Muslim Center for Justice and Law, with funding from the European Union.